You probably don't realise how much this platform has broke since YouTube boxing became a never-ending trend. Since 2017, where YouTubers decided to stop making diss tracks on each other and jump in the ring, ripples were sent across the YouTube algorithm, literally changing everything. And the funniest thing is that when it was happening, nobody noticed until now, really. So today I'm going to show you how YouTube boxing changed the platform into a place where you could literally record anything and find a niche, to a platform where if your viewers aren't entertained for 5 or more seconds, that could be the end of it for your channel. But one like on this video is one massive thank you to me for informing you on this great information. But you don't have to do that yet. Let's watch the video. If you think it's a load of dog shit, click off and never watch me again. People always forget to remember that these YouTubers going into big fights where they could potentially be knocked the fuck out means that they need to spend months of their life training and working out to ensure that they are the winner and their entire brand isn't ruined. But the biggest thing with YouTube since day one is the fact that to be on top you have to be consistent. I mean, look at every big YouTube channel. Only a very small selection of people have actually gotten big on YouTube without being consistent. So you probably know what I'm leading on to. But when YouTubers take loads of time off not making videos to come and train, how do you think that's going to affect their channels and their views when they come back? And that's one of the reasons I think YouTube boxing is great but a bit of a disillusion. Because I don't know at what point this happened, but these massive YouTubers who were big in like 2016, 2017, as soon as YouTube boxing started, they just fell off. Because yeah, they were boxing, they got a couple of views when they boxed. They lost the foundations to come back and make banging videos again. I mean, let's use an Eson Gibb for example. He was a very good FIFA YouTuber, and boxing totally wasn't in his niche. He done one fight, profited a bit from that, and then he left the whole FIFA thing behind him. He is one of very few people that have actually come back from YouTube boxing and made a bit of a profit off that off his YouTube channel because more people are interested in this. But let's talk about Jake Paul. Obviously, he's the biggest YouTube boxer in the space, but during this time, he's lost his whole YouTube status. I mean, if we have a look at his views, they're good, but they're nowhere near the way they used to be. And that's just the thing. YouTube literally lost its biggest creators because of YouTube boxing. Obviously, the word lost is a bit dramatic. They didn't go anywhere, but they stopped making content for an amount of time which was really just not beneficial to them at all. Like, by the time they came back, their audience was gone. Well, a good percentage of it at least. And their original fan base who weren't into boxing were faced with having to watch videos reacting to boxing fights and all that stuff. Like, I can name a lot of YouTubers this happened to. I mean, Mike Fox, JMX, and Eson Gibb, Face Jarvis even, and obviously Jake Paul. Like, realistically, if you think about it, before the boxing matches that we see on YouTube, there's so much content around it because it's so drama based. And then when they go off the train and they leave their channel for a couple months, they literally go from a high point to a very low point, which isn't good for when they come back. Because normally, if you're at a really high point, you'd carry on making videos and you'd sustain it, and then you'd find an audience that would actually be there from the bigger crowd, if that makes sense. Just going from 100 to nothing, you're going to lose a pretty big percentage when you come back. And at the time that YouTube boxing rose to its fame, short form content really took a toll on YouTube and other platforms. Short form content is basically like TikToks and YouTube shorts, or just videos that are really fast paced and not that long. And I feel like this was really bad timing, because if you think about it, weigh-ins, public workouts, press conferences, and the actual boxing matches themselves, they're long form of content. They're usually live and they normally have no breaks. It's just content. Whereas short form content, it's literally clipped up, it's fast, it's snappy, it shows you what you want. And at a time where short form content was really on a rise, and it's taken over YouTube now, at a time when it was on a rise like this, and so was YouTube boxing, when they met in the middle, obviously people lost interest in YouTube boxing because it was just boring really. And it's still around today. People don't really tend to watch the live streams of YouTube boxing anymore. They'll either watch them YouTube shorts or TikTok. And this is another reason why when YouTubers came back from doing YouTube boxing back to making their normal content, they found it extremely hard, because realistically, the old normal storytelling version of YouTube where you can just record yourself for like 5 minutes straight, not edited, was gone. You had to be fast, snappy, your content could be overly long, and a lot of YouTubers just couldn't do that. And another reason why I think YouTube boxing broke the platform was back in the good days of YouTube, I thought like conflicts and beef was a really good way of captivating your audience. Don't get me wrong, that still works today, but YouTube boxing really desensitized a lot of people to it, as they were seeing fake fights and stupid fake beef, which made the normal conflict that they watched on YouTube just boring, because they were expected to see a little scrap or just cringy press conference banter. Like, if you think about it, back in the day, you could make a diss track on my dog's neighbour's nan's fish and it still get loads of views because it's a diss track. You're sending shots of someone for a song. But I just feel like since YouTube boxing been around, diss tracks have been so overused and no beef can really compare to what we've seen in the past. And yeah, I think we're all really forgetting YouTube boxing is a trend. Like the water bottle flip challenge, like diss tracks, YouTube boxing was supposed to be a trend. Like, literally, I remember people back in the day going, oh, it was diss tracks in 2017, boxing in 2018, what's it going to be next year? But the thing is, I just feel like because of the love YouTubers found for boxing, this went on for too long, to a point where I don't feel like we have trends anymore. In a way, it's a good thing, because I feel like the way that YouTubers and the audience used to react to trends is how we now react to creators. Like, I show speed. In a way, if you look at him, he is a trend. Same with Gideon. But think about it, if you're a YouTube fan, when was the last time we had a trend, like a diss track trend, or a water bottle flipping trend, or a fidget spinner trend? We haven't. And it's sad, because I think YouTube boxing has generally made it quite impossible for audiences to actually watch a video that isn't short, snappy, and showing you what you want to see in the thumbnail. Like, before, I felt people really wanted to hear what YouTubers were saying. But anyway, yeah, thank you for watching. This has been the video for today. I've got plenty more to say, but I just need more time to research it, and if I don't post this video now, it'll probably come out in like a couple months. So enjoy this if you really want a part 1, and let's get to maybe 15 likes. I'll say that's a good goal on my channel so far. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day, and yeah, see you in a bit.